Alright, so I just saw Terrifier 3. It's in theaters now. This is a spoiler-free review, so you guys can keep watching. Overall, I really loved it. I think it was a lot of fun. I know a lot of people are comparing it to the release of Joker 2. I didn't hate Joker 2 as much as most people, but I could easily say Terrifier 3 was way more fun than Joker 2. Just to start from the beginning, I'm pretty new to watching Terrifier. I feel like there's definitely been a good wave of fans who were there before me, but I've seen All Hallows Eve, I've seen All Hallows Eve 2, I've seen Terrifier, I've seen Terrifier 2, and I'm happy to have hopped on the train. I don't think I'm as crazed for it as most people are, but I'm slowly becoming more and more of an Art the Clown fan. The All Hallows Eve, it wasn't my favorite, but I could tell he was an interesting character from the beginning. You know, the first film is kind of an anthology of shorts, of horror shorts, and then the second film is another kind of horror short anthology. I feel like I was at a horror film festival because I watched them back to back. I didn't care too much for All Hallows Eve 2, mostly because it did not have Art the Clown involved. Terrifier 1 I enjoyed because it gave me everything I was wanting to see more of, which was Art the Clown. And the second one I thought was really fun. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not here for the story. I do think each one gets better and more interesting and with more depth and emotion, especially the third one. I think it is my favorite. They definitely start out as horror and shock gore, and this one still remains to be that as well. What I love is that when they get more money to do a sequel, they really step up their game. They're not just flaunting off the money. I feel like they're actually making things really detailed, and you can tell they care about this character. David Howard Thornton is incredible, and he really does bring this character to life and really does add so much to what's already on the page of a very creepy clown. Okay, so first film was $55,000 and it made box office $416. That's huge. Terrifier 2, budget $250,000, box office $15.7 million. That's 10 green lights. Terrifier 3, budget $2 million. It's only been out like for what, a week? Less than a week? $2.6 million. It's already doing better statistically than Joker 2 is doing for itself, because Joker 2 cost $200 million. It's a much bigger... Ugh. You gotta make so much more back. Kind of killed themselves on that. Going in, I knew I had a stomach for it. I've watched plenty of horror, and I've worked on horror movies, and it's make-believe, you know? And for me personally, the type of stuff that I find triggering is the more realistic stuff. I don't like seeing people cut themselves. All the other gore for me is so ridiculous that I know it's fake. I know it's over the top. And having, again, worked in makeup and in the art department, you know, I've helped make this stuff before. I'm not an expert, but again, it's like I'm familiar with make-believe and filmmaking. I don't take it that seriously. I really like the story of getting to see the character of Sienna return. And even though, again, I'm not taking the story too seriously, it's nice to see familiar faces. Throughout the whole movie, I was kind of reminded a lot of the main character in Scream, just because she was kind of like a famous survivor, and how that kind of impacted the story, and how there were characters who were doing podcasts and like trying to get her involved, and then started getting involved in the crime themselves. Just fans and stuff like that. I'm not comparing it like it's one is better than the other. I just thought of Scream and Sydney. I also like that it took place during Christmas. You know, Christmas and horror movies are some of my favorite combination. I love Black Christmas. I like Krampus. I like Christmas horror is one of my favorite subgenres, and I thought Terrifier did a really, really great job at throwing its hat in the ring and is jumped right to the top of some of the best Christmas horror that I've seen. I really loved all the Christmas sets. I love the Christmas music. There was like an original Christmas Terrifier song that was really great, and they play that throughout the movie. And costumes, you know, getting to see art in the Santa Claus outfit is one of the main reasons why I think we all wanted to go watch the third movie. A lot of movies want to lean into Halloween, but I love when they lean into other holidays, and it makes it a little more interesting. I can't talk about all the spoilers, but I do want to tease my favorite kill in the movie. It involves a rat, and that's all I'll say. If you guys have seen the movie already, let me know down below what your, try to tease it, don't spoil it, but try to tease what your favorite kill was. There was a lot of great ones. Again, I feel like I just had more fun with the story and I wasn't waiting for every single kill like maybe I was for the earlier movies. Again, I'm not thinking the story is the greatest. It's still kind of silly and absurd, but for what it is, it makes sense and it's easy to watch. I can't really talk about the movie too much more without giving things away. I just overall had fun and it was a good horror movie. I do think it's pretty up there for my horror movies of the year, and I do think it is my favorite Terrifier of the franchise. Would love to hear what you guys think. Which one is your favorite Terrifier, and maybe what was your favorite kill? Again, try to tease it, no spoilers, but we'd love to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.